Hey guys, my name is Quincy Gardner, and just want to do this quick video talking about DVD authoring. I know it's a topic that came up a lot when I was first starting off, and I had a lot of problems. When I first played with DVDs, I used to make a lot of home movies and stuff for my family and stuff to watch. And at the time, I was just thinking like, wow, these DVDs are crappy, but I'm pretty sure it's just because of my camera. But then, I upgraded cameras, and I was like, wow, this is still crappy. And I finally realized that, hey, maybe it wasn't my camera. But one of the problems I had was severe gamma shift. My footage would be a lot darker than it was on my computer when I rendered it out. And then as soon as I rendered it, into the DVD, like downscaled 720 by 480, and played it back on my TV, it was a lot darker. Obviously, the footage was just destroyed. And so I finally found this software called Bitvice. I used it on the last two projects, and I've had no problems with keeping the quality that I see on my computer screen, and it actually looks great, like I'm actually watching a regular movie almost. So I just really wanted to show you guys this software, and this is actually a free version, but I've actually been using this free version on actual paid projects, and so that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So let me just show you guys how it works, though. Enough talking. I talk a lot. It's probably something I need to work on. But anyways, we're into this encoder. Essentially, as we all know, the standard DVD definition is 720 by 480, and you have to downscale your footage. I shot in 1920 by 1080. Other people shooting 2K, 4K. But it's one thing that people dread is the downscaling part, because if you don't do it right, you can kill your footage. And you're going to be wondering, you're going to be wondering what's going on. And so when you first get in here, you have your advanced settings, and so let me unclick drop frame count. But I'd suggest keeping use gamma 2.2 clicked on. Obviously, if you know what you're doing and you know what's going on, you might not have to keep it clicked on. But like I said, when I was experiencing the gamma shifts and I was getting a lot darker footage, the use gamma 2.2 ensures that whatever you put into this encoder is what you get exactly out. Whatever you see on your computer is exactly what you're going to see on your TV screen. It's going to be whatever color grading you see, it's not going to be the opposite on your television. Pretty much gamma, it ensures that there's no gamma shift, which I like that, though. Next, also, I wanted to cover one more. This little buddy right down here, Video Purifier, this little option right here. Video Purifier is actually a denoising software by the same company that does the Bitvice encoder. And from what I heard, it's really powerful software. I saw some examples of it. And I use Neat Video. I think Neat Video is powerful. But I've heard Video Purifier is a little step up. So I would definitely be, try to look into that. But they actually have Video Purifier built into the Bitvice. So it's one of the perks of having the paid version. But anyways, moving on. So we have our options. So of course my footage is NTSC. Next, the frame rates, which that's really important. So we shot in 23.976. Next, here's our footage, 1920 by 1080, and so we're going to change the resolution to 720 by 480. And so I'm sorry, not 96 but 480. Also, we have your color, your matrix, and transfer. I leave this on default NTSC. I don't really like to change touch stuff that I really don't understand fully. Only thing I recognize is the 709 matrix. That's about it. And so I really just keep it at default NTSC, and I have no problems. Intra DC, I just crank that to 10 bits. And spatio, I'd probably leave that to none. Spatio, it looks to be some sort of Gaussian blur to kind of soften up your footage. And you're probably asking, why would I blur or soften my footage, when you're going in and you're doing your selective sharpening? You're trying to make your footage as sharp and contrasty as possible. But I had a bad experience. It was amateur mistake, but my camera aliases like crazy, and so it was one shot that it was one shot. I did some sharpening on it, and then I had a text which was a little bit too small and was really sharp. And so when I played it back on TV, thank God I always play back all the DVDs before I send them out on my TV. And so it was really, really sharp. It was aliasing like crazy, and I had to go back and pick a different font, bigger font, and soften the footage, which they helped. I had just went through and just softened the whole footage, and it turned out beautiful. And so essentially, I'm guessing that's what Spatio is for. Is just to do that same thing, just smooth over your footage, make sure you're not getting any of those issues. Last but not least, up here is where you adjust. I'm guessing this is probably your target. This is the minimum, and this is the maximum. Of course, you know, these are your bit rates, and with the free version, you can't go too low. The reason why the software is so powerful is because you can get a really low bit rate, but yet you can still keep their resolution. That's why this encoder excels over a lot of other encoders. But we're just a 30-second commercial, so it really doesn't matter if we just crank it up. The lower it goes, the smaller file size, and it's real important. Say if you're doing a wedding, you have your DVD ends up to be an hour long, and obviously a standard DVD cannot hold that much. I mean, you have a limited amount of space, and so obviously you can't be running, you know, all the way high with an hour DVD. You might run out of space, you can't fit on the DVD, and so that's the reason why you have to bring this down. But in our case, we're gonna just crank it up. It really doesn't matter. It's 30 seconds, and all you have to do is click encode. Obviously, with the free version though, since it's free, it doesn't run above 2 cores. Obviously, so if you have a quad core or 8-core machine, it's only going to be using 2 cores because it's the free trial version. But like I said, I mean, I've been using this free version on paid gigs. It's done what I really needed to do, and I'm really thinking about buying it. Powerful piece of software. But anyways, I hope someone out there found this video helpful. Anyone out there doing some jobs that require putting your work on DVD and, you know, giving it to a client. And so if you're looking for another alternative, you know, rather than going through Media Encoder or Premiere Pro or any other software out there, you know, iMovie, letting other software do it for you, then I suggest Bitvice is a great encoder because you're going to need to downscale your footage to 720 by 480. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll put a link to the website in the description of this video. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.